Hi, my name is Corey Quinn, and I am the founder of mycoachmatch.com, where we help you get matched up with great coaches. I'm here with Linda Pucci. She's a psychologist, a trainer, and a life coach. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you, Corey. It's nice to be here.
So, why are you a life coach?
Well, I got into life coaching in the year 2000 after practicing for over 20 years as a psychologist. As a psychologist, I did a lot of psychotherapy, and the focus in psychotherapy is usually helping someone regain some level of functioning that they've lost. And the focus is often on the past and on problems. And what I found is that I really was interested in helping people who wanted to their lives and go further than they even thought they could by focusing on the present and the future. And so for me, I could use the experience of helping people change their lives and all the techniques that I learned as a psychologist, but use it in a different format in life coaching.
And how is life coaching different or complementary to the therapy work that you do?
Actually, for the past 10 years, I've been doing both. And so whether I'm calling it psychotherapy, psychotherapy has to be done in an office, usually face to face, whereas life coaching can be done over the phone. And the focus in therapy is usually on the past and uncovering some sort of problem in the past and finding a way around it, so that a person can regain the level of functioning that they had previously. And life coaching is really about helping people stretch themselves, learn new skills, or use the resources that they have inside to really obtain the goals that and the kind of life that they really want to have.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So, when should someone consider working with you?
Well, when they're ready to change, my focus is on helping people really take action. That's something I'm extraordinarily good at. And so when people are really ready to make a change, I may be the best person to help them because I work with a lot of different techniques that help people make their change rapidly. So I like to work with people who are impatient, people who don't want to spend 5 years or 10 years sorting through things in their lives. They want to make the change and move on. One of the things I really specialize in is helping people with what I refer to as mental clutter. And mental clutter is composed of negative emotions from the past. Negative emotions might be something like anger, sadness, hurt, fear, guilt, or anxiety. And limiting beliefs that people form based on their past experiences. But they're beliefs that kind of become unconscious and, like a bad computer virus, kind of chug away beneath the surface, messing up your best laid plans. So my focus and what I work with a lot is people who are looking to make changes, sometimes even big changes, and really do it as rapidly as possible. Because I'm able to help people make pretty big changes in their lives in as short a period of days.
That's great.
So that one of the things that I do is I work sometimes with people very intensively
Hmm.
over a 4-day period to bring about a complete breakthrough
Wow.
in some area of their life.
Wow.
And what I tell people is that I really love the people that I work with, but there really is no need for us all to grow old together. So I'm about wanting to help people move on.
Good. Very good. Do you have a sense of an ideal client for you?
Sure. Probably my ideal client is a woman business owner or entrepreneur, usually someone who is usually between the ages of 35 and 55, who's feeling stuck in their life or in their business. And they may be women who have undergone or are in the middle of or are facing some big transition, something like divorce or job change, promotion, empty nest, something that has kind of rattled them a bit, something that is a big change for them. Because I find that people are often really willing to make big changes when they're in a transition period.
Hmm. Great. Could you share with me your thoughts on the importance of a match between a coach and a client?
Oh, I think it's really vital. And the service that you're providing, Corey, is just of such importance.
Thank you.
I think one of the things that's really vital in a match between a coach and a client is the ability to build trust. And the better the client has a sense for what the coach can offer, the more likely they're going to be able to build the necessary trust that's going to make the coaching relationship work. So I really applaud what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. Trust is the foundation for great
Absolutely.
coaching. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Could you share with me a success story?
Sure. Recently, I worked with a woman from out of state, and she came and we did a 4-day intensive. She's a woman who had an advanced degree, but due to her husband's move and the family moving, she was really not able to practice that profession in the state that they had moved to. And so she was a stay-at-home mom for 3 children. And at the time that she came to see me, she was questioning whether or not to stay in her marriage. She wasn't sure what she wanted to do as a career, and she was feeling pretty overwhelmed. And so what we did is I worked with her over a 4-day period, working several hours a day, about 20 hours total. And we focused on letting go of negative emotions from the past, some things from childhood, limiting beliefs, including perfectionism. She identified what her values were and realized that she and her husband really share their important values, and she was able to come up with a plan to help the relationship move forward past the tough times they've been having. And she identified what was important to her in a career and ultimately was able to figure out what she is going to do once her youngest child, who I think is 4, is going to, what she's going to pursue when her youngest child goes into school. And so she left here after 4 days and with much greater clarity. She had a step-by-step plan about how she was going to proceed and was feeling much more confident and capable of bringing things to fruition for her. And what she told me was that the biggest change for her was that she had been able to conquer her self-doubt. And so she was really able to move forward, and my contacts with her since then have been that that's exactly what she's been doing.
Wow, that's great.
So, yeah.
That's very pervasive change, and it sounded like right at the right time.
It's huge. Yeah, it's huge.
That's great.
Which is exciting for me because I get to see it happen right before my very eyes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Linda, for your time today.
Thanks very much, Corey.
Okay.
Take care.